The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's... Coaching. who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game. That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 27 yards for J.K. Dobbins. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Gtowncapp. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 3. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away. Vegas.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Vegas. Vegas.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
Watch out.
One more time with Swift. Now loose football. The ball comes out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
What is hold on? Yes. Vegas. Touch first. Yes.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Marvin Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now it's Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Marvin Mims, 72 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yes.
To throw, Williams. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Second and 1.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Vegas, Vegas! Punch players, punch players!
Once again, it's Swift. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Cat, ready to look! Cat, Vegas, Vegas! Punch players, punch players! Punch players, punch players! Yes!
Throwing is Williams. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 37 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Bombers.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Jalen Jones on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
They go back to the ground with Dalvin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd down and 3. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10.
To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
LeBron, slam left, slam left. Go, punch stars, punch stars, punch stars. Yes. Tempo.
Back to throw. Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Doomsday. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Yes. Tempo. Vegas. Punch stars, punch. Hey, volunteer.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. complete to Odunze. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
There he goes left side. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together.
Yes. What is up?
Williams throwing to start the drive. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. There goes a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him down. Time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Vegas! Punch Spurs!
Throwing again here, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On fourth down, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To throw is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Vegas!
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Williams going to look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Punch first! Yes.
To throw, it's Williams. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Yes.
Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, 28 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead down to 18.
Bears 17. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, 74 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
42. Bears.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Will Lutz to kick off for
After the
Broncos.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's Drew Sanders who diagnosed that play and stopped him short of the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 13. He's got the Michigan man posting Loveland.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Punch stars, yes. Tempo. Vegas.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And a Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's Williams throwing after the interception. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Punch.
To throw, Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, 37 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Yes. Tempo. Vegas. Punch scores. Yes.
Williams going to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
We get another look now at this Broncos offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, they continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Almost set. Away. Captain.
Throwing Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now it's Nix. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to put a drive together.
Yes. What is it? Hold on. Vegas.
To the air, Williams. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Punch first. Yes.
Throwing is Williams. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Vegas, punch first.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Vegas, punch first.
To the air once more, Williams. This is caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Yes. Vegas. Punch first. Yes.
They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And possession handoff here to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Second and 12 at the Bears' 33-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. Final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this time,
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And, of course, number one, trying to win the game today. But for him, it's always about Super Bowls, trying to get back to his fourth consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Motion man right is Rice. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. But he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 14. And a first down for the Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In motion goes the tight end. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he's going to have the hook up the Sutton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Bombers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Nick's looking to throw again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins from 13 yards out. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Operating from the gun, Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing Nix. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. A strong run. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nix to the air. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Attack! Hey, 15!
Mahomes going to change things up.
Attack! Yellow! Attack!
They'll look to throw again. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to come down focused, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Captain. Joe.
Here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Captain.
To throw, here's Nix. firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Ready? Bombers. Away.
Back to the air with Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready? Captain. Joe.
To throw is Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now 2nd and 9. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Back to throw. Nix.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Captain.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Motion man right is Rice.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's caught. pass way down deep in Denver territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down. First and 10 at the 19.
Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Isaiah Pacheco from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 7.
Third and 3.
Third and 3.
Nix from the shotgun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw to punt. Nico Remigio deep for KC. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Captain. Bombers.
Second and 9 now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Now Remigio.
Fight. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Mahomes now to throw.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. Down the right sideline.
They will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
50, yellow. At 57. At 43. Attack.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 27-yard line.
Captain. Bombers.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A short throw to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, 42 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Attack. Right. 15. Come back.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Kelsey, left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
On the play. And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Hey, 57 colors, 57. Yellow. Argo Wolf, hey, 43. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Motion man right is Rice.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Slot man moves right.
A gain of 14.
And again, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will shave one more off this lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd down and 6 now.
Go, go. Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Nix to the air. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. As he throws there, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now Patrick going to change the play. A quick throw here out to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken inside his own 40. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. 2nd down and a yard.
39-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Oh, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Captain. Bombers.
Here's Nix. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Lutz is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 8. 1:51 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well.
Easy. Attack. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes. midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, 57, yellow. 15.
Mahomes to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Come back.
Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Go, Lou, yellow. 15.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Hey, 43, yellow. 15.
Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
15. Easy. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Bombers, captain.
Now it's Nix. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this, a little more pressure-packed for the win. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause I won't stop. Hey ladies, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, when you're hot, yeah. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in the UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback, standing at 6'5".
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now Jones. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down up to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
A gain of 14. And the Colts first down.
Throwing Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Oh, good move. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Captain.
Throwing Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. Now 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. This is taken around the 12. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Here's more on the return. 21 yards, well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Jones from the gun on third down. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Touchdown, Colts! Mo Alley-Cox from 19 yards away. And the Colts have retaken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 31-yard line.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the gun on third down, Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos first
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Bo Nix scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Bloods to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Jones now throwing to start the drive. The toss here completed to Pittman. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. At the 43-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. They're going right back to Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Tyler Warren as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Broncos 14. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have yet again retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
1 yard.
Second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Bombers. Go. Captain.
To throw is Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
3-4. Check. Hold on, set. Get it. Olay.
Here's Nix. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to be stacked out right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Captain. Hey, motion.
To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 19. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Ready. Away. Bombers. Chill.
Looking to throw. Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Badgley on for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Denver, and even 60 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
Captain.
Back to throw. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again.
He's got Pierce. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Indianapolis.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hey, smash it.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. This pass left side to Downs. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs from 3 yards out. And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Bombers. Hey, Sean, let's go!
Now it's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Captain.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Bombers.
Looking to throw. Nix finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker, the penalty flag had to come out.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking to put a drive together. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Jones. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down. It want to be a gain of 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 32 yards. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. Working out of the gun is Nix. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Throwing Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hold on a second. Captain. Bombers. Olay.
Nix to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Looks good on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
41. Colts 38. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So Daniel Jones and the Colts down by a field goal. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Jones. Pass complete to Taylor. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Jones. That complete to Downs. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now Jones. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Jones. Down the field, he's got Warren. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
29 yards. And the Colts first down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So a legal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case,